Please stand clear of the doors. Por favor, manténganse alejado de las puertas.
Boy. Hello, hello, hello. Good evening. Welcome to the After Hours. This is our episode 25. 25. I'm your host, Carlos Silva, joined by my buddy in Kentucky, Collin Kendall.
Hello, hello. They haven't gotten rid of us yet.
And directly from Orlando, my buddy, Jason Canapp.
25? Aren't you supposed to buy me silver or something like that? Like, I feel like there should be a present of some sort coming my way.
Hello,
you think
buddies.
You're silver?
Buddies, let's talk Disney. We're going to have a pretty intense, full, and actually with a lot of segments show tonight. So let's... I think it's about time. Now is the time.
Is that what we're not even 5 minutes in. Now is the best time.
And we do have really good news. Actually, Jason will bring the news, and then we'll talk about something that he experienced today. Buddy, let's go.
I'm hoping you're talking about the thing that I think you're talking about.
Yes.
If not, we might have further problems.
I know, because I experienced a few things today, and I don't think some of them you want to hear about. I happened to get to experience Rise of the Resistance in Disney's Hollywood Studios. That's awesome, right, on any day. However,
very true.
However, I got to experience it also with my mom for the first time. She was on the attraction with us, and she kept her eyes open for most of the ride, so that was good. But we got to take advantage of the new virtual queue process. So it's not like really a new system, but it's a new process. So instead of previously, so like more than, what was that? As of like 3 days ago and before, you would need to be in the park in Hollywood Studios at the time that it was opening, when the virtual queue would become available. And the virtual queue is this basically the alternative for having a whole bunch of people stand in line for a long period of time. You get on the app, on the My Disney Experience app. You can then go into where it says, join virtual queue. It recognizes that you're in Hollywood Studios, and you then can add people from your party into the same queue, or at least the attempt to get into the queue. And then it does some magic behind the scenes, and it decides most of the time that you don't get to ride today.
Typical.
I mean, it's like, because the demand is so high, and because of the physical distancing that they're doing at Disney, not just in the queues but also on the attractions themselves, to keep people from being close to one another. The capacity is just way down as compared to normal. So they can only allocate so many spots. And because of that, they would run out pretty fast. And it's a problem because, number one, you've now picked this park to be in for the day. So with the new reservation system post COVID park opening that they put in place, you can't park hop, and you have to have a park reservation for that particular park that you're going to. So you have that, and which means you can't go to another park that day, and you've had to go to the park, go through security, get into the park. And really, in this case, get into the park.
Which took a while right now because
before
everybody's trying to get there right when it opened. Yeah.
Because you needed to be in there before it opens, so that when they officially open, then the queue was available.
Yeah, okay. And it made parking a nightmare too.
And then if you didn't get into the first queue, you would get a second shot at like 2:00. And then even if you were able to get that 2:00 slot, they wouldn't guarantee that you'd be able to enjoy the attraction that day, because they basically you were in this like.
Yeah, it's a very unpredictable
extra
attraction too.
Yes. So the new system is that you are able to join the virtual queue, or attempt to join the virtual queue, at 7 a.m. from outside the park, and the big question, and you have to have the park reservation still, right? Mm-hmm. That still is required. But the big question is, how far away can you be?
Yes.
Right. So clearly, being on Disney property is inside the bubble.
Advantage.
You'll be fine. Right. Being where some of my friends live, which we won't talk about because it makes me angry how close they are to Walt Disney World property, they are clearly in the safe zone. Me, I'm out in the boonies. And
Well, I've been 3-4 minutes further.
I'm good 20 minutes. And so the question was, is it going to work? Is it going to work? Oh, boy. Like, I was so happy. I had set my alarm. I had already woken up, and I'm checking email. I set another alarm at like 1 minute before 7, just so that I would make sure that I was right on time. Michelle comes bursting into the room, like, are you ready? I'm like, don't distract me, woman. Don't distract me. And it's 7, and I was already in the app. So to answer the question that some of you had, like, was I doing any of that weird, like, force close the app, and not like force close, but like, like force close, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I've not had the best luck with that recently. Ever since they started changing some stuff up, it doesn't seem to make any difference at all.
I was in the app.
Yeah.
I just was like doing that little swipe down thing to reload.
Mm-hmm. To keep forcing it. Yeah.
Reload. And then I saw my little clock thing change to 7, and I like, hit the swipe down, and then it was like magic. It's available. I hit join virtual queue. It already pre-selected all the people in my party who had reservations for the park, and it didn't select the people who did not have reservations for the park.
It's getting smarter.
That's a big deal if you have a large party.
Mm-hmm.
It's a really big deal.
I know when we did it, when we were a larger group, because there was 6 or 7 of us that day.
And you spend a lot of time when you start to get to select the people.
You got 3 or 4 seconds that you're behind everybody else.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I hit, I it auto selected. I hit join. I got group 60, boarding group 60, and then something else that I hadn't noticed before, and maybe it existed before, but within after the park opened, and they began boarding those groups like 1 through 4 and 4 through 8 and so forth. Within a few minutes, by the time they were boarding a second group, the second sort of wave, they gave an estimated time. They gave an estimated
I don't think they used to do that.
It was nice.
So, buddy, the experience was great. So it worked fine. So even
it felt luxurious. It felt so roomy. It was like wearing stretchy pants. It was great.
Perfect.
It was great. Yes.
Good.
It's
Amazing.
lower stress because if you don't get one, and that's the reason you're going to the park, you can always try to change last minute if you're a resort, especially if you're a resort guest.
And all the Christmas decorations are up, and the music's playing. So Hollywood Studios has a leg up on Magic Kingdom because as of Monday,
I think it was last year too that it was quicker than almost everywhere else.
Well, it was very nice. It was a little weird to be in the restaurant. The restroom, my favorite restroom is the Brown Derby, and it was a little weird to be in the Brown Derby restroom with like Let It Snow playing. But that
you enjoyed it, don't lie.
Okay. I started whistling along.
But
it was great experience.
Let's say hello to our friends because we had a lot of people showing up, and I like to particularly to say hello to Paulo and to Renato because you know that we with our time change, for them it's pretty late in Brazil now, and thank you guys for watching us. It is there is 11 p.m. for them.
Oh. Well, thanks for staying up, guys.
It's getting up there, yeah.
Okay. Michael, Riley, Patricia, Sarah, Doreen.
Where's Mark Sheffield watching from us tonight? That's what I want to know.
Yes.
Where are you watching California Grill. That's where it normally is.
Stephanie, Mark, Jones, Heather.
Michael, right?
Yes. Hello to everybody. I hope that everything is okay, that you can hear us fine, that you can watch us fine. We realize that we have issues with the upload in the internet today. There's several storms here in Miami. There was some flooding, so things are kind of difficult with internet.
We're lucky we have a stream at the moment.
Yes.
Much less the quality of said stream.
Islands in the stream. That is what we are.
Buddies, now is the time?
That was the best time.
This is our crop factor. Collin will explain how it works. And actually today I think Collin is a little bit inspired. It's not going to be that easy. My friend, Collin, can you explain our audience how is the crop factor?
Sure. So I always feel like the guy from Who Wants to Be a Millionaire when we do these. It's like you know the rules, you know the game. But essentially, crop factor is a portion of our show that we do quite often, and we will put a image on screen that is a piece of something at Walt Disney World. It's severely cropped in on the original image, and you're going to try to tell us where that is. You can ask questions, kind of like 20 questions if you want to help you narrow it down, or you can just go ahead and guess where you think it is if you have a guess as to where it is. On top of that, if you guys don't get it right away, we can always move out. We have a second crop, and then we'll reveal if nobody gets it or when someone gets it. A couple of these I think I tiered pretty well. So the first one, I believe one of them's harder. I don't know what order Carlos ended up putting them in, but one of them's harder than the rest. So we'll see what you guys can do. We have faith that you can get these right, but I kind of hope I can stump you.
I think we'll start with the difficult one.
Let's do it.
So let's go to the first crop for the first image. Ooh.
And this one's a little odd. If somebody gets this, I will be shocked immediately.
No,
Does he know
don't.
what it is? Does he know the location of what it is?
It's a bolt. Out of the blue.
A hex bolt.
No, you don't know what it is.
Fate steps in and sees you through.
Oh, he's going to sing for us now.
Oh, well, I figured somebody's got to do something here. We're just staring at a bolt otherwise.
It is a bolt.
So let's see if there's... And
like
remember, my friends, that every time that you start, commenting during the crop factor and trying to figure out what is the image, any entry will be entitled to any comment will be entitled to entry for the
mine too.
No, for the Will of Disney. Not
mine
yours.
too.
Not yours.
No.
Not Jason.
No.
But if you are on the replay, you can still play.
Yes, even in the replay. So Terri Daugherty is already saying 7 Dwarfs Mine Train. Cal is saying 7 Dwarfs Mine Train. Heather.
I get that, but no.
The guitar. Patricia says it's an elevator inside a fancy hotel. Michael Riley say Gaston's
Hotel's semi-close.
Peter Mino is saying the hinge in the stall of the Brown Derby restroom, the one with the Let It Snow plane.
I know what he's talking about, but no.
Mike Jones is the Dora High range boat at room 4035 at the Pop Center. Nail it. Nope.
No, good try.
Winnie the Pooh ride is what
No.
Valor is saying. Doreen saying 7.
I might have found one they don't actually know.
A lot of.
Well, how about can we move out a little bit?
Yeah.
Yes, let's go to
a little bit,
let's go to the second crop. Ooh.
Oh, that's seriously, you moved in the wrong direction.
Nope.
That's how this photo is.
So Paulo,
were you falling down when you took this photo, Collin?
Nope.
Were you? No.
Nope.
Stephanie is saying Big Thunder Mountain. Paulo, Splash Mountain. Terri,
I see
Country Bear
the
Jamboree.
woodsy nature of these answers, and that's clever, but you're not on the right track, unfortunately.
He did mention hotel before.
Yeah, somebody did mention a hotel, and hotel is moving in the right direction.
Ooh,
fair warning there.
When the Seeger is
And
saying
if I will give away a
Pinocchio.
hint here, if you look at the top right-hand side of this image, that will help you quite a bit.
Oh, my head's in the way. I can't see that.
One thing.
Those shapes are helpful.
One thing. Pay attention to this comment. Terri Stinson Daugherty is saying Liberty Square Bridge. Can you elaborate on that?
The bridge part makes sense.
Yes.
Liberty Square does not. That's about all I can say there.
Megan is saying
That's
swing
a
at
clever
Poly
idea,
Beach.
but no, but that is also a resort, so we are trending in the right direction.
Stephanie.
I will say Terry's guess is closer with the bridge innuendo.
Whoa!
Boat dive by Fort Wilderness. We're getting closer.
We already got someone there.
We do have an answer, and it's very close, but I'm going to ask you to be a tiny bit more specific.
No way. Is it the swing at the Poly Beach? Is it
Nope.
where Carlos and I had our snuggle?
Nope.
What?
So Doreen Tuzza.
Oh, you remember.
Port Orleans Riverside is the right resort. But I'm going to need you to be more specific as to where, because that's a very large resort.
Don't act like you don't remember.
Did you hold hands?
He wouldn't let me.
So Doreen was is getting closer.
That's the right resort. I will give you that, but I need you to be more specific on the property, because this is kind of a recognizable thing once you see the rest of the full image. And if it's close, I'll give it to you as far as location goes.
Okay.
And it doesn't have a
my mother's
particular
convinced.
name.
My mother's convinced it's
That
like
is
inside an elevator.
Mark
like
Jones
somewhere.
say Port Orleans Riverside Bridge.
That's close, but think about what's on the other side of this bridge, which makes more sense once you see the image. Carlos, is that fair based on what you've seen in the review?
I think that Doreen and Mark got it right, my friend, because
we'll give it to him.
Is it the thing?
yes, because it's actually with you're cropping something that is, for me the image was the bridge. So can I reveal it?
Did Megan get it?
Yeah,
Did
go
Megan
ahead.
get
That's
it?
fine.
I feel like what Megan
Yes,
said.
yes.
See.
Megan is the closest.
Yes,
that's
that's
the
what I was
specific answer. Yeah, that's the answer I was looking
Megan
for. I don't
got
know
it.
if that has an actual name or not, but that gives us the opportunity to move on.
It's the water wheel. That's a nice picture too.
Yes.
I love this spot. There's so many neat things over there at night.
It almost looks like a real photo.
It is a real photo.
Okay, so
You
let's
reach
go to the
out.
second image. The second image.
Digital images are so good.
Second image. Are you guys ready? Can we go? Can
And
we
you
go?
thought this one was easier, correct?
Yes, I think that. No, I think, in my opinion, that was the difficult one. We're going now to the one that is in between, and then there's the
We
easy
shall
one.
see.
So,
Weird
image
order, but
two,
okay.
image two, crop one.
We have to convince him to come back somehow. This could be a lot of things, though, and it could be actually quite a few places.
What am I looking at here?
That's the point, Jason.
Is that? I don't even know.
It's a
what that
little
is.
darker on the screen, but
Are we the size of ants?
no.
No.
Okay. Are
Uh-oh. I think we just
Are
lost
we
the feed.
Devo?
we laying
Guys, I
on
think
our?
we just lost the feed entirely.
Oh no, we're still here. Oh, we're still here.
Yes.
But
it's
no one.
gone on
But it's okay
Facebook.
because we're still recording, so it's all good. We can just talk about it ourselves.
It's not in.
We're back.
Is,
We're all good.
is,
I don't know what you're talking about.
yes.
It's all good.
We'll see. We'll see.
I'm,
I just
I'm
lost it
happy
on
that I am now. I have no competition.
Crop
Fantastic.
one.
I feel
We
like
have to
I'm
convince him to
seeing.
come back somehow.
Are you sure we're not like upside down?
No, we're live.
Am I? Wait. Let's pay attention to the question at hand here. Did you turn the picture upside down?
No, it's right side up.
Did you use any mirrors or camera tricks to?
Whoa, 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 whoa! We already got
Somebody
something
got it.
really close.
What? Someone got it?
Yes.
Peter Minot, I
Peter
believe.
Minot,
I'm
yes.
sorry if I just butchered your name. But yes, you nailed it. It is
Really?
T-Rex, and that is an excellent guess.
Look,
Can we get the next one out? I
Yeah,
wanna
go
see-
ahead and
Yes.
crop it out.
because I feel like
you
you
can-
oh,
you
that's
can
not
s-
helpful at all.
no, yes, you can see the bones.
It's more helpful than you think if you look in the bottom right-hand
Oh,
corner.
the bone.
You can see the
guess.
bones here.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then go one more. Go ahead and reveal it.
So let's. Oh my gosh, what happened here?
That's what I'm saying. That's how difficult this one was. That's what my mind
No,
was like.
that was my fault. Let me get.
That's what my mind was like when you were showing that, and I could like. This is the inside of Jason's head. This is what it's like when we're
It's
doing crop
empty.
factor.
It's dark and
He's
it's
like,
empty.
it's definitely dark. You know how I like the dark.
Yes.
Oh,
there
there
it
it is.
is. This is an
See,
odd picture, so that is. I'll give you
I
credit.
don't feel like maybe next time the crop we don't have to go so far in. Like
I
maybe
don't
next
know.
time.
It's more fun that way.
But one thing.
Somebody still got it.
But one thing is we need to point out is that Peter got it pretty well with the first crop.
Nailed it.
Yes, he nailed it pretty fine. Thank you,
Nailed
Peter. That was great. Okay, buddy.
Terry said, "Can we all just appreciate Peter's guess?"
Yes,
That's impressive.
yes. So let's go to the
Alright, so
third.
on to the one Carlos thinks is easy.
I have to say hi to Michelle. Hello, Michelle. She's watching us from the boardwalk tonight.
Nice.
Yeah.
So let's go to the third. This one for me was the easy one.
Oh, sure. We should finish with the easy one. That's what people do.
And just
We gotta encourage them to come
just
back.
for the sake of being fair, I received the order as is. Okay.
Oh, he
He's
just
gonna
threw
throw
you.
it off on me.
He just totally threw you under the bus. That's great.
So this is crop one for the third.
Okay.
I bet Jason will know what this is.
Well, it's first of all, it's so. Is it meant to be blurry? Like,
Yes, it's because of where the focus point is on the image.
I mean, for God's sake, you not only cropped it in, you like cropped it into the part that's out of
And
focus.
I bet somebody will get it.
So if I like squint with one eye, I like maybe turn
no,
my
it's
head a
just
little.
because of the depth of field on it. Because it's,
Okay.
I think it was shot at 1.8, so it is really shallow focus.
Were you laying on the ground when you took this picture?
You were there, Jason.
Was I laying on the ground? Were you helping me
No.
up off of the ground? Because this
No.
is.
This is very possible.
Is it a rug?
Somebody was saying we lost the stream again.
No,
it's okay.
No,
It'll
Okay.
come back.
Is
It'll
it a
come back.
rug? Just gotta keep. Come on, I don't want to lose my focus here. It's hard enough as it is being in this situation. Okay, so like, is this grass?
Sort of.
Oh my god!
Carlos, that's a fair answer, isn't it? Because it's not actually grass.
It was like artificial turf of some
Yeah.
sort.
Magic
To be
Kingdom
honest,
hub
Magic Kingdom's
grass.
a great guess because it's a similar
Hub grass at
texture to what
Magic
you're seeing.
Kingdom?
Grass,
Yeah.
Magic Kingdom.
It's not. Well, can we say that it's not?
I can tell you,
Magic
Colin and
Kingdom?
I never enjoyed a seat on the hub grass
No,
at
we
the
did
Magic
not.
Kingdom. He doesn't like to slow down.
That's true. I don't.
Even when I fall down, he says, "Keep on, come on, let's go. Keep
Come
on,
on,
going."
man, get up.
Colin,
Get up.
Kicks
can we say that it's not in Magic Kingdom?
It is not in Magic Kingdom.
Oh,
We say that it's
I'm
not?
with third green. Like, is it grass? Yeah. Oh, green grass.
So
Yes.
let's go. So
It is green grass, but it's not real green grass.
let's go to the
Where else would you
second.
find not real green grass at Walt Disney World?
Caleb saying Plantation Garden Golf Course is getting close, but it's not.
Can't because I've never been there.
Never.
You've never been to Fantasia Golf?
So,
No, I haven't.
Colin,
Local, and you still. I'm just
can I
kidding.
move to the second one?
Yeah, go ahead. I think when we move it out, somebody's going to get it real quick, though.
Oh, yes.
Oh, wait. What did Doreen say? Doreen said faux grass at boardwalk near the Surrey bikes.
No, but it is faux grass,
That
but it's not at
seems-
that
But
location.
that seems like those columns look familiar too.
They're
that's
not
what those are.
columns.
Oh, they're not columns.
In the meantime,
There's-
Oh, I do know. I do
He
know.
does
I do
know what
know.
this
I do
is. I know.
know.
Yeah.
I do know. I don't want to give anybody hints, but
Nobody's gonna
they
get
can't see me.
is it
But
a
there
park
may be-
or a resort? Mark Jonas is
It
asking.
is a resort.
It's a
It is
resort.
at a
And
resort.
and Jason likes this place, right? A lot.
Yes,
of
a lot.
Yeah, sort of.
Let
Depends on
me
the
say-
day, really.
Let me say hi to
And-
Elena
and-
in Brazil.
those things that we're looking at aren't there right now.
Possibly. I don't
They're
know,
not.
actually. They
They're
were
not.
last time I was there.
They're not there.
Terry
right
is
now.
not
No.
Winter Summerland.
No.
No.
Pop
Megan
Century's
is
getting closer in geographically.
and our dear friends
Uh-oh, we
Stephen
got it.
Schools
We have a winner.
got it right.
Steven Schools for the
Steven.
win.
Yeah, you nailed it. It is the chessboard at Riviera.
Yes.
Go ahead and cut that one back out a little bit, Carlos.
Yes.
And as you
Here-
can see, it's
Heather-
a depth of field thing. It's just a
Heather
weird photo.
also got it. Sarah Danielle Collins, the same thing.
I had to get creative with these this week. People are too good at this.
Yes, they're really good at that.
Good job, Steven.
Well done.
So, buddies, that was our crop factor. Collin, you're getting that right. That's the one thing that is you're improving on that. You're getting better.
I got to make it harder.
I'm so happy with your improvements, Collin.
Yes.
Attaboy.
I've been
It's,
figuring
you know,
that out
our
from school teachers
conversations, our meetings and our conversations are showing that we're in the right track. We're working fine with you. So I'm proud of you.
Nice work, pal.
So let's explain to everybody that we're actually moving to it's not a new segment, but a segment that we did already once before. But this time the reason I'm explaining that to you guys is because this time we needed to do a little bit different, and for the next 15 minutes.
You know what Carlos reminds me of? Hold on, before you start this thing, he reminds me of
this is like when my show always goes long.
He reminds me of when my mother would give she'd give a present, but before she gives the present, she explains like everything about the present. Like, so you remember that time we went to some place, and then you like that thing, and then she explains where she bought the packing tape and bought the stuff, and like, oh my God, can I just open the present?
Like that's why we're gonna go to 3 hours or 4 hours of show. And it seems that we're going to need extra meetings and talk these. Well, the conversation is working with some, but they're not working the others.
Show the new segment. It's great.
But one thing, we're going to be making comments in the comments because this segment was recorded. So for the next 15 minutes, you're gonna see a recording, but we're gonna be doing the comments. So enjoy. Welcome to the second edition of the Monjalo Challenge. And I will not waste too much time and let me bring our dear guest. He is the Iron Man of our assemble, the doc of this bunch of miners, the rescue Bernard for all these Miss Biancas. He's our brother, Lou Monjalo.
How you doing, guys? Good to see you. Thanks for having me.
Let me put the four of us together here. We're all.
I say that might have been a little generous. I don't know.
I'm not even sure what Carlos said, so
I'm not 100% sure.
You go back and rewatch.
But if you asking what is the Monjalo Challenge, basically we're trying to stump our buddy Lou. The idea is to bring some questions and really difficult questions. The idea is to.
It seems to get progressively harder every time we do this with Lou because he knows everything.
Yes, and so
those we didn't expect last time.
He is the king of the Disney trivia, so we're gonna try to challenge that and test it. But Lou, there's one thing that we did different this time is that actually we didn't have the courage or we're not brave enough to bring the questions, so we asked for help.
From people you might know.
Yes, we asked for help. And actually, two big friends of ours show up with questions. We have 3 questions for you. And why don't we start with the first one? Are you ready?
No. Clearly, I'm not ready.
Be prepared. Okay, let's go. And pay attention, Lou.
Hi there, it's Becky Mankin with MEI Mouse Fan Travel and sometimes WDW Radio when Lou lets me. Lou, I'm so happy to participate in the Stump the Monjalo Challenge. You know I kind of like it when the tables are turned. I have a question for you. You know who my favorite Muppets are, right? But that's not actually the question. One of them is Pepe the King Prawn. You may remember him from such Disney Cruise Line ships as the Disney Fantasy, where he also participates and plays a starring role in the Midship Detective game, right? You might also remember that Pepe has his own stateroom on board. So my question is, what's the stateroom number?
Lou?
And I had no idea what this
First
was.
of all, Becky's favorite Muppet is Becky because she has her own Muppet Challenge. Oh my gosh. So I know exactly where the stateroom is, and I'm awful with numbers. It's like 3517 and a half. Like it's something and a half. I'm going to work backwards. It's a half and then 4 numbers before it. 1517 and a half. 52, I have no idea. Something with a half on it.
I'll give him an A for effort. I mean,
I won't even waste your time trying to figure out what it is.
It's like
but
going through the
I
deck
think it's
on
on.
his head.
I think it's on deck 5 or deck 4. I can see the door, but I don't remember the number.
But you know what's funny, Lou? Because I couldn't figure out for when she said the name of the character. I said, what she's talking about, and then I went to Google. Oh, that guy. But Jason, do you know the answer?
Do I know the answer?
Yes.
I know the half is right. I'm pretty sure the half is right. So I feel like he should automatically
we
get
forget the
credit.
answers again?
No, I have the answer.
We have a trend of
Right
doing
away.
that on this show.
I just wasn't prepared to have to remember the answer. I mean, I'm not like Lou Mangello or something like that.
Clearly, I'm not like Lou Mangello either because I got it wrong. So
Well, at least you knew the half.
I mean, I feel like, is this only on one ship or is this on?
it's on the
It's only on one ship, I think.
Yeah,
Did she mention which ship it is?
I
fantasy.
believe
Fantasy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's fantasy, right? I think that. What was the first thing you said? What was the first one with deck? Do you remember?
I wanted to say like 59, 7, 52, 51, whatever one that I said that was
That's the thing you
closest.
said.
What was it?
What was the third one you said?
Like 52, 17, 59, 53, 27, 51, 29
He
and a
names off
half.
every number he'll
He's
get.
so good. So the correct answer is 51.48 and a half.
Oh, come on. I'm at least in the
He
right
did have
section of the
51
ship.
at one point.
Incredible. He did say
He had
50.
the right deck. Yeah,
Oh, that's
that's better than I could have done for sure.
even had the right side of the ship, I think. Like that.
But Lou, I just want to understand. So this character, the prawn, Pepe, he plays an important role in games in the ship. That's it.
Yeah, so there's this really cool interactive detective game that you can play, and you have 2 different missions that you can choose. One of them is like the case of the purloined puppies, and then there's another one that's a Muppet one. And at one point, you have to find Pepe's stateroom door, and I won't spoil it for you, but that alone is like the reward of the game is finding Pepe's well-decorated stateroom door. And I won't ruin the rest of it for you, but it's a really cool, very, very smartly done game.
Nice, very cool.
I'm impressed that you had. I was impressed when you said half.
But you know,
I won't ruin it with
had
my
to get
really
half.
bad Pepe impression then. So
but you know
it was
that
bad enough I did the Becky puppet. So
I've been to the fantasy, and what I'm really impressed that I've been to the fantasy that didn't notice that. So I need to.
Yeah.
We need to go back at that again.
I have an excuse. I haven't been on the Disney Cruise Line.
So
Do we have another question?
yes,
We do have another question.
from
From
another
another familiar face.
from another good friend of ours, Lou. Be prepared. Let me turn on the movie.
I don't know why I'd say good friend. I mean,
He is a good friend. He's a good friend.
a
Yes.
friend.
No, he is a really good friend. Everybody likes him a
maybe
lot.
you guys.
Look, so
We'll see after this question.
pay attention to this question.
Hello, Lou. All right, I got one for you. What are the names of the 3 orphaned children in Bedknobs and Broomsticks?
You know what? I never liked that guy. First of all, he's like laying down while he's answering the question. I'm very uncomfortable.
You're right.
He's really throwing me off my game.
He was very relaxed.
He's really.
So I'm boycotting this question on principle. God, I haven't seen.
There's more.
God, I hope not. God, I haven't seen Bedknobs and Broomsticks in way too long. I need to fire up my Disney.
I was gonna say you do have Disney Plus.
I know. I need to fire up my Disney Plus. I can't even feign a guess. It is Ronaldo, Philomena, and Carlos.
They're all good British names. Proper British names. If you had to guess British names, you could do better than that.
Patricia, Elizabeth, and Jorge.
Oh boy.
Jason,
I'll
give you-
much like me. It
how
doesn't
about
have
this?
much
I'll
time
give you a
to
hint.
listen to or watch
One-
movies.
I'll give you one
Shows,
chocolate
but-
factory, one chocolate factory, one Beatle, and one horror movie.
Willie, Paul, and Freddie.
Oh, you're so close. Paul, Charlie, Carrie. Right? Is that right? Does John give us the answers?
yeah, well, no, but I didn't include the answer.
That's what I have.
The answer
Yeah.
on that.
Yes.
Go to John's source, which is probably Wikipedia,
Or
and just
Charlie,
confirm it there.
Carrie, Paul. I think that's the order. Charlie, Carrie, Paul.
Yeah, and the only thing I remember, I have to be quite frank about this. I don't remember watching the whole film, the whole movie, but I always remember the soccer sequence when you have the animals playing soccer. Brazilian, is you pay attention to that. And I remember
That's what he picked
that
up.
the guy from Mary Poppins there. That's it.
It's a good movie.
I've
Really?
never seen it.
No, it's a good movie. It's fun.
I'll have you guys over. We'll make popcorn and schmoes, and we'll physically
Watch
distance.
Bedknobs and Broomsticks.
Have to-
Angela Lansbury.
It's a very masculine
manly.
type of way to spend a
I
Saturday
have to
night.
Google now schmoes. What is schmo? The third one will actually ask for John's help again. So there's
When I said wait, there's more. There really is more.
there's more from
never,
John.
You can never get enough Panda, really. I mean, can you?
Yes.
Yeah.
So let
Speaking from experience, yes, there's such a thing as too much pain.
so let's go to the third one.
What was Walt Disney's systolic blood pressure right after he opened Disneyland? I'm totally kidding. You would not. Nobody knows that. Bob Gurr graduated from the Los Angeles Art Center College of Design in 1952. He was immediately hired by what company before starting his own business?
Did I expect Lou to know this?
Before starting his own business?
Yep.
So is he asking me, I just want clarification from the judges, is he asking me when he was that he was hired by WED before he ended up going out on his own, or is he saying that he was hired
This is
somewhere
right
else?
out of college.
Right up,
Who
he was hired by another company.
That's easy. This is a simple one. Baskin Robbins. No, it's not Baskin Robbins.
Not quite.
31
not
flavor.
quite.
No.
That might have been you, but that wasn't him.
Gosh, where was Bob
There's
Gurr
nice hats.
first hired?
If you think about this one, it will make sense.
Don't
Yes.
help him. It's
Well,
Lou Mongello. He just has to. It's going to process.
He's got a
You can see
process.
it.
He's
You
gonna
can see
get it. He's gonna get this one.
It's happening. He's like, oh,
When you say that, it makes me think, is it someplace like Knott's Berry Farm? Did he go somewhere like to one of the smaller, earlier, local quote unquote competitors, or did he go to a company? Did he go to a transportation company?
Whoa.
Closer with the second one.
Right, and I'm looking to you, Poker Face Kendall, to see. He was hired by the Santa Fe Railroad line. No, he was hired by. He was hired by the Alweg Monorail Company. He was hired by Bombardier.
Think about some of the attractions he worked on.
He was hired by Mr. Toad. Clearly, you'll never have me back. This is so embarrassing.
You're so close.
Swear.
You're so money you don't even know it.
You are really close, actually. You're just overthinking it.
Yeah, you're gonna hate yourself.
Yes.
Yes.
It was a trick question. Like,
we knew you'd get there. Yeah,
okay.
see?
Magic Skyway, it all makes sense.
It does make sense.
And Ford Motor Company.
And that was what we have now. And Lou, I hope we're gonna have a chance to have the third edition.
We'll see after this.
You just wait until I turn the tables.
Oh, it's inevitable. It's coming back around to bite us. It will eventually.
Oh, revenge is as Bob Gurr once said, "Revenge is a dish best served cold." That's his quote.
From Baskin on the show, we're gonna play that back.
Well, Lou, first of all, I have to thank Becky and John for their questions. And it was so easy we just sat down. We have something about making questions to Lou. Oh, they got really excited really pretty fast.
When they had a chance to stumble, they ran immediately.
I'm sure
they. It's going to haunt me.
It's a little creepy.
just a little. Yeah. This sits in my office all the time. So
thank you so much for being here tonight.
Thank you, Lou. Thank you for
joining us.
And
thank you guys for having me back for the last time.
Hope to see you soon. Thank you. Hello, we're back. But that's one thing.
We think we're back. We're not 100% sure at this point.
I like that it said for the last time. That was the best.
You know one thing, but there's one part, one little part of the whole Magellan challenge that I need to repeat to you guys, because for me it was gold. This part here.
Yeah,
you're gonna hate yourself.
Yes.
Ford.
Yes. Isn't that great? Yes.
It's like we think the same or something. Like
that was funny.
And I love Collin's energy. Yes.
I was so shocked that he got it like out of the blue. Like,
it wasn't really out of the blue.
No, it wasn't. But it was like, how did that thought process come about?
Well, 16 hints later.
Exactly. He finally figured it out.
Yeah.
But
it's hard when you're kind of under the pressure.
Now is the time?
Now is the best time.
It is about that time. Top 3. I almost cocked you. Just want to warn everybody. We're having issues with the upload here. There's nothing that we can do now. But one thing we're going to do is that right after this broadcast, and we're gonna upload the recording of this. So we're going to have the whole thing in a better quality. Okay, we promise that. But let's move ahead.
So you're not going to have me on? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, we'll just crop the side that Jason's on.
No,
just
so
good. Like it pushed
it's
off to
so
the
good
side.
on the replay. I
So
don't understand.
this is our top 3, and the topic for this week is the top 3 funniest attraction moments. We did have a major fight yesterday about this.
Oh.
But no, yeah, it was my fault. I messed it up with the buttons here.
Watch those fingers. I told you not to oil your fingers before the show. I don't understand. Like the butter. Put the butter down.
Put the popcorn down.
But so top 3 funniest attractions moments. You're not talking about the attractions, they're the moments. Who is going to start?
Certainly not.
Who is going to start?
You pick. Why don't you pick?
We're starting with Collin.
I knew he wouldn't pick himself.
Starting with me. Okay. So this is my odd one on the list. There's always one. And it actually, I don't think they even do it anymore.
I'm going to mouth like I'm Colin. Keep speaking.
Carefully.
Keep speaking.
This could be really confusing with our issues tonight. So my first one is actually Kilimanjaro Safari, and it's the old effect that they used to do, and I don't think they do it very often. At least it's not turned on very often. Where you get about halfway across that rickety bridge, and then it would kind of have the hydraulic shake to it. That it's always funny to see the reactions of the people around you, and that one always gets me. I don't know why, but it's just humorous to me that people panic all of a sudden and think there's something truly wrong. So for me, that one's always interesting and kind of funny. And honestly, I don't think they do it much anymore. So you guys may be able to correct me on that. But the last many times that I've ridden it, I don't think it's a thing.
Yep.
They're quiet. That's never a good thing.
No, it's good. That's a good one. I don't know what you want. Whether you want an applause? Do you want?
Maybe. Carlos has sound effects.
Yeah,
Good job,
but they
Colin.
didn't put the applause here. The only effect that is something there's a effect here that I'm waiting just in the case that something show up, but doesn't matter. Jason, do you want to go now?
One. We can move on. Yeah.
No, I think you should go. Why don't you go? Because you might as well just steal mine.
No,
It's
I'm
fine.
not. I'm stealing. So my third one, it is the stretching room in the Haunted Mansion, and what I like about that is that you get to that place and start to get kind of scary and creepy, and then suddenly when you have the room stretching, moving, you start to realize what's going on with those pictures and what you have below the first image. So and it brings the humor and try to comfort the ones that are really scared in that room. So I always love that. I always love this this room and then what they did there.
I like it.
You like it?
I like it. It's classic Disney, and I'm all for that.
Yes. And Jason, what about you?
Well, I don't remember which one is my third, so
I'll show it.
I know what they are, but I don't know where.
I'll show it.
Switched
I'll
around.
show it.
Well, now you have to be me.
I'll show it. Look. There's a handsome guy next to you.
Colin?
Me?
No.
So this is like a really random picture, but this is from California.
So mine. So my number 3 is that it's actually not from Soarin' on the attraction, but in the pre-show, and it's kind of like it's 2 parts, but really 1 part. It's no, I can't remember the actor's name. Colin, what is his name? Guy who, I always think I'm calling him Purdy, or Putty. That was his name on Seinfeld. Anyway, he says the first is like telling people what they can't have. They have to stow beneath. It says, and then he says, and these little beauties, and he's pointing to the dude with the Mickey ears, right? And he takes them off like, okay, right? And then he's talking about buckling up. Like if you are a child, if you're smaller than the little arrow things, then you have to use the little strap in the middle. He's more eloquent than I am, clearly. But then after
a little bit of practice.
Yeah, he did. And he's putty. After the little kid belts himself in, he says, "Nice work, pal." I love that. I love that part. It's funny. Like I don't know how many other people think it's funny, but I laugh.
Find it funny.
Every time.
It's funny.
Every time it's like, "Nice work, pal." I just laugh, and then people look at me.
But it's funny.
Well,
right.
that's because you took your shoes off in the queue.
Yeah, people.
I don't take my shoes off until we're on the attraction, or actually before it lifts off.
Well, that wasn't in the video. That wasn't an option.
Colin, what about your number 2?
Yeah, so my number 2 is actually kind of a one that's very recognizable, but it's actually at the end of the Festival of the Lion King when Timon comes on over the announcements, and he's talking about how everybody should carefully watch their step. You know the drill, but everybody get out. And for me, that's always funny. I don't know why, but every time it's funny. And it's just one of those things that catches you off guard, and especially you can see the guests that, have never experienced that attraction before, and all of a sudden they're like, okay, he's telling me to leave. And the kids are like, is he serious? And it's just, I don't know, it's always been funny to me. It's simple, much like many of the things on this list, but it's the little things we tend to remember.
I like that one. I like that one. I like
It's
that.
a good one, and they use it in many different lines and variations over the different Disney attractions, but it always gets a good laugh.
Yes, you're really good. So let me go to my second one, and my second one is well, Country Bear Jamborees. You have many different moments that I could point out, but I would mention the Buford, the Mama, the Mama Don't Whoop Little Buford part of it, because if you go to YouTube and you try to find the original song for that moment, and it's a song that is a pretty old song, and it is hilarious because you have to hear for the whole version. I cannot play here because we're gonna have other issues with YouTube too, but it is amazing. It is amazing. So my second option is from Country Bear Jamborees, and Country Bear Jamborees is for me one of the most funny attractions. It has a lot of beautiful comedy pearls like there, and Mama Don't Whoop Little Buford is my option. What happened?
No, nothing. It's like I hear the song in my head. It just makes me laugh. Mama Don't Whoop Little Buford. I love it. It's like so good.
You go to the YouTube and try to hear the original version. It's even funnier when you listen to that. Buddy Jason, your second one.
Well, Buddy Carlos, I'll give you my second one as soon as you switch the right. There we go. So,
It's me.
Yeah, no, he's so anxious. I'm
me.
doing fast here.
I don't remember. Okay, so I kind of do I get to say both of my things?
You could.
I mean, can I just slip it in? I'm just gonna slip it in. Okay, so my main number 2 is during Muppet Vision 3D towards the end when Sam Eagle says it's a salute to all nations, but mostly America. I love it. I laugh out loud every single time. All pretty much as loud or almost as loud as when I laugh in the pre-show. Here's my honorable mention. In the pre-show, when Rizzo the Rat pretends he comes out on stage
So
to be
wait a minute. You're talking about
I'm talking about my honorable mention. That's that pre-show honorable mention. Can I what's he doing? I don't know what he's doing.
I'm doing the honorable mention thing. He's not getting. You got it.
I don't. It's like.
Okay.
Now I feel like the moment passed. Now I feel like. No. So in the pre-show, when Rizzo the Rat comes out, like you're not Mickey Mouse. I love it. If
you haven't watched that pre-show with Jason, you have not lived yet, because he laughs just like that.
But prepare to be shushed, because I have to have complete silence.
Oh, he will shush you. Trust me.
Part's coming up. I need sound. Okay, that's my number 2.5.
Colin.
There you go.
Let's go to your number 1.
Yeah. So my number 1 is the one that always kind of cracks me up, and it's actually Pearl from the end of the Seas with Nemo and Friends. And there's always a special line to that. There's always something that is just corny and kind of off the charts. Sometimes they're counting the individuals that have passed, that there's been 4,532.3 gas per hour or something like that, or it's been a while since they've seen a good root canal, and just so many other things. And it's a neat little effect, and you don't expect it until you get to the very end of the attraction. And you have kind of a nice laugh before you go and explore Sea Base Alpha.
Ooh.
And I like how there's like a different, like, you get, depending on the timing.
It's continuous. Yeah.
You get the different. You don't hear the whole thing, right? So you have to.
And they'll be like talking about the song one time and how the song never ends. It's great.
It's fun. Yeah, it's a great.
Pluses the experience.
I know that whole scene, the way they do that with the
really
animated
cool.
characters against the real aquarium. It's like, why can't real fish look this cool?
Yeah.
Okay, let me go to my number 1, and then I'll change it fast here. Good. My number 1 is also in Muppets Vision 3D, and it's the end of the show, when you start to have that battle between the penguins and the Swedish chef. What I really like about that is because when it comes to Muppets, everything ends up with a big confusion and everything. The penguins running, the Swedish chef just blasting the whole theater. I love that. Yes, the Muppet 3D is. There's several. It's like the Country Beer Jamborees. You have several parts that you can choose as funny moments, and it's great. For me, it's one of the attractions that I really like to repeat, and it's always the same vibe, the same reaction. It never gets old.
And fun fact about that picture, that was moments after Jason shushed me in the pre-show.
We're still talking about that.
Jason, what about?
Yes, sir.
What about your number one?
My number one, not Colin's number one. There we go. My number one is from the beloved Carousel of Progress, and it's the scene. What is that? Is it the 1940s?
I don't remember, to be honest.
So father is.
It's actually not the scene that you see in that picture. I do know that.
No, but that's okay. So they're talking about this rumpus room, which is just great in and of itself that they use that word. They're talking about this rumpus room that they're repainting or they're doing something. They're actually wallpapering. And Sarah, his wife, the poor woman, yells out to him, and I'm going to read from the script because I couldn't memorize it. She says, "John, this papering's getting out of hand. I could use a little help." Like she's legitimately asking for help.
About to fall off a ladder, it sounds
like. And
he
said, and her husband, father, responds like, "Now, Sarah, didn't I set up that clever automatic paint stirring machine for you? And now, first of all, like, she just asked for your help. Like I know that you put together this little machine thing for her, but it's not doing the job. And you just called it a paint stirring machine, and the woman's wallpapering." She just said the papering's get out of hand. We can all see that she's wallpapering. She's trying to wallpaper. And you set up a paint mixing contraption. Okay, so that I laugh at every time, first of all. Okay. Then the best part, she gets sarcastic. She calls him like, "Oh, you're such a genius, blah, blah, blah," right? "It's going to ruin my mix master, but you're just such a genius," right? Then he like cuts away. Like it fades, and you hear this crashing, or it's like spin, like it's like bad things happening, and so like I think the thing just like breaks, and of course then she shrieks, and the dog barks, and he yells like often he doesn't get up. I know he's bolted to the chair, but anyway, he doesn't get up, and he says like, "What happened, Sarah?" And she's like, "Oh, like it's sloshed paint all across my rumpus room again." Like,
not paint.
Why paint? And then he says, and this is the funniest part. And he says, "If you're going to get married, marry a girl with a sense of humor." Like he's basically, "Oh, that old Sarah. She just fell off a ladder, and I broke her mix master, and there's paint all over the room. But doesn't she have a great sense of humor?" It's the best. It's the best. And I think I'm the only person in the theater who usually laughs, which is a little awkward. But I can't help it. It's one of the funniest moments in any attraction for me.
You're right.
Period. So there it is.
Good. So I think
there you go.
We did it all.
There's a
yes.
great, big, beautiful tomorrow. Yeah, that was good.
Yes, we did it all. But as we're talking about the top three, remember that whenever we come with one of our top threes, or if sometimes happens again the top five, depending on the subject or the topic, but we're gonna post all the options in our Facebook community, and you're gonna be able to not only to vote in our options, but also come up with your suggestions of the funny moments. Okay, and the whole idea is that right after that, with all that vote, we're gonna have another inductee to the Hall of Fame. well, is the Hall of Fame, and what we're gonna show. We're gonna first of all, we voted for the options we brought last week, which were the spookiest, the creepiest places, things in the parks. So the poll was, there was almost, there were with the same votes, Tom Sawyer's and Haunted Mansion for most of the week, and then
pretty clear that Tom Sawyer won.
and the split here that won just by one
Notice who
vote,
voted on all
and
of
that's
these.
one. And I can see that
Jason's
Jason
on
voted
everyone.
that. But then,
Carlos voted too. You can see it
no,
right there. His big smiling face right there.
but I voted for the
didn't want
ones,
his haunted
and I
mansion-
voted for
haunted
the
mansion
ones
vote.
for Cat. Look, I'm voting for the ones that Cat brought it.
Jason voted for himself.
Yeah. So the one that got last week was Tom Sawyer's Island Caves, and is along with the Namut Lounge. It is the second entry in our Hall of Fame. So for next week, you're gonna be voting for the option of the funniest moment in a Walt Disney a Disney attraction. So then we're gonna have the third one, and I think after 4, we're gonna have a match of them against each other. We try to see. We have the Hall of Fame.
It's like a hole of
I
mirrors.
don't get it, but sure.
It's like a hole of mirrors at that point.
Oh my gosh! So, buddies, now is the time that we have to decide. We have 14.
This is what I think.
Okay.
I think that because of the technical difficulties that we're having due to the storm situation, I think that we should hold off and not do What's That Sound tonight.
Yep.
But maybe we have a little special episode that we can sneak in at some point to cover the What's That Sound that we didn't do.
Oh, yep. Could be. Oh, I
A
like
little
it.
surprise action.
I
What do you
love
think
it.
about that?
I love
it.
Okay.
Maybe we can combine that to the Mangello Challenge segment, so you can relive both of those.
Don't be like... Why do you have to step on my sounds? I don't understand.
I'm going to step on your sound.
No, I'm fine with whatever you want to do.
Okay, so why don't we move? So let's save What That Sound for a better option. You know what? I'm receiving a message from my family in the other room that cable is down. And
Well, he's lost everything.
So-
It's amazing that we're even still here.
Yes,
We're in life
yes.
support.
I don't even know
Yes,
how that happened.
yes.
So
So-
How are we even-
entirely.
So
It's all
the issue is not even with the building. The issue is with Comcast.
That's the cable company. Yeah.
So Comcast is having issues. So,
So do
sorry.
we want to even try to do a wheel? Do
I
we want
vote
to try
we
to do a
hold.
wheel, or should we hold
No.
off on that too?
Let's hold it. Let's combine those two, and we'll try to get something
3.
out here. So 3. Yeah, 3.
Yes, I think we should do that. I think we should do that because we only have 12 of our
Well, I see
friends.
14, and I think that these 14 people deserve a prize
And an applause.
for hanging on. And if you are still with me as you hear these words, thank you so much, because
Yes.
like you have lived through a storm in and of itself.
It's
You
been a
are like
struggle.
the champions. I don't know why you don't have anything better to do, but thank you so much for sticking it out with us, because you guys, I mean everybody, but you guys especially, you're the reason we do this thing.
Yes. And
Thank you for that.
But why don't you give a magic word now?
We can.
The first word that came out was a cluster, but
Well, that'll work.
how about you know what I want to say, because I wore this shirt, no one even called it out, like, oh Jason, you're wearing a fun shirt on a Thursday night, why are you doing that? No one even asked. Well, I'm glad you asked. I'm wearing this particular shirt because Alani Disney Resort and Spa, that's right, Alani opened reopened this week in Hawaii, and I am excited, and I'm there in spirit, and I thought I'd wear my wonderful Moana shirt. So why don't we make the word Alani?
Okay.
Kulani. Alani.
Alani is the magic word. Let me write it down, and I'm gonna write it down wrong.
I just spelled it. Aulani. 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 Alani, Alani. It doesn't even sound Hawaiian when I sing it like this. But I'm just trying to fill the dead air.
Wow,
Hello,
Carlos,
Alani.
I probably think of why
It's
are
like
you talking
there.
like every
It's
3
okay.
seconds?
So Collin, everybody would think that Collin changed his name.
My new name. That is my new name.
Alani.
I'll go by that. That's fine. Do I get trademark infringement for my name at that
please,
point?
write it down. Write it down. You seen 14. You know why, Jason? Because you have 12 in Facebook and 2 in YouTube.
Oh.
They're bouncing around because
saw-
it's trying to
I
figure
saw-
out where it works the
I
best.
saw 14 in Facebook.
Yes.
You're still on that? You're still on that? Okay.
So I'm waiting for them but they're not even writing.
No, because they're not there yet. They're like 16 minutes behind us right now. This
It's
is like
way
time
behind
travel.
at the moment. We
It's like
might as well just.
they're
just
still
call it a
experiencing.
day,
They're still experiencing
roll
Sam
that
Eagle.
music.
It's all good. I think you should roll the credits extra long though, because that way they get to catch up before you like kill the broadcast.
Yes. Let me see.
So it's all
Mike
good.
beats on Sam Eagle at the moment.
Yeah, that's where I was too. Now we're on service. It's all okay. It's all going to be okay.
It is.
We're in this together. Carlos
Don't
is
sing
having
the
a
song, Jason.
Carlos is having a moment.
You know
Okay.
that Stephanie just wrote Peach. So
I think it's because that's what part of the show it's on, top 3. Like,
Oh, thank you, Stephanie. We needed that. You don't even know that we're laughing with you right now. We're at you. We're not at you, but
no,
at
at
Peach.
you. Jason, but as we are probably between ourselves here,
Yes. It feels
Michael,
just like- it feels
Michael
last
is
night.
asking. I wonder if the replay would have the same interruption. No, Michael, because
No, it will not.
we're recording
depends.
here. We're recording here, so it's going to be.
it depends on if me and Jason's feed comes through correctly.
I think
But
it's
it should
download
No,
work.
fine, so we should be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, there's no problem with
Should work.
download. It's the upload that is having issues. So
We will try.
But my question, Jason, is that do we need to do the upload in Facebook too? Because I think Facebook corrects that.
Yes. No, it won't. You have to do the upload there too.
Okay.
And I will talk you through it and hold your hand,
Okay.
and we'll sing Islands in the Stream.
That'd
Okay.
be step 2 of tonight's broadcast.
Okay. So what we're gonna do? I just want to ask you one thing, my friend, because I had the whole work to do here, and I try to bring that creepy.
Is it?
Yes.
buddy?
Whenever this creepy thing shows up, and I don't know
It's
why.
not creepy.
No, I don't know why.
No, it's
There's
Rainbow
something.
Chicken. He's
There's
not
something
creepy.
hidden
not
on
creepy.
that. There's a meaning behind that. That is you never explain to me. But every time that
And it
thing,
won't be. That's the funny part of it.
yes. So, but just beware, because every time that thing shows up, this will show up too.
You probably rented
It's
that
probably
costume.
like you show me mine, and you show me yours, and I'll show you mine, and mine is bigger. But there's something again. Show again. Show again. Show again. So if you insist, and then you're gonna show again, guess what? No. I want to see the chicken. I want to see the
Groot.
Groot is fine. I want to see the chicken.
That's Groot's friend, man.
No, I want to see the chicken. But whenever the chicken shows up again, yeah, you're going to show.
You want to see?
Yeah,
the
I'm
chicken?
challenging you. I'm
He
challenging
doesn't
you.
want you to mock him. He doesn't want you to mock him.
The show this. Just for the sake of be prepared,
terrifying.
chicken.
That's
Creepy
terrifying.
chicken. But it's to finish in a good note.
That's gonna be really weird on the choppy, not on the live version.
They're not
doesn't
getting.
mean it.
They're not getting because.
It's okay. It's okay.
Buddies.
Doesn't mean it.
We'll have to call it a day. It's
We will, yeah.
yeah. It is part of our thing. We are not. We're just.
I don't know if we're live at all right now.
No, we're live.
Fine. It's still going. It's all going. Just keep rolling, guys. Keep rolling.
It is
We've
live.
got nothing else to roll, Jake.
Oh, what is wrong with you people?
So
We're gonna have a little talk after this is over. We're gonna have a little talk.
So guys, do you want to say anything to say bye for tomorrow?
I want to give you a hug. I feel like you need a hug.
No.
I feel like you're
No.
kind of broken right now.
No,
And it's okay.
you know, I'm just feeling
okay.
helpless because
Somebody
I know
reboot Carlos.
they're trying to watch us. There's nothing that I can do from our side here,
know.
and I feel
It's
sorry
okay.
for them.
They'll get a good laugh out of this, though. at
Yes,
some
they will
point.
get they will see the whole show in probably in half an hour is going to be uploaded, and they can watch it. So
Do we all need to come with a friend next time?
You should always have a friend. Watch this. He's very protective too. Thanos is here.
look,
He's very serious.
look mine,
He's very serious.
look mine.
Oh my gosh.
Don't
Are
get
you
him
ready?
started
Watch
on
this.
Tinkerbell.
Groot, you are so cute. Let's go find Rocket.
My friends, thank you very much, and thank you very much for everyone who stick around during this internet crisis. And
It happens sometimes.
Yes,
Unfortunately.
we fully appreciated that. I hope that. Well, the weather here in Miami is not helping at all, but next week I'm not going to be in Miami because I swear I'm going to be in Orlando. But there's something.
They will be more reliant on my internet, probably.
Yes.
So we'll see.
So
Chicken's so
and there
happy.
will be no
Chicken's so
storms in Kentucky, I hope. Thank you all. Guys, can I call it a day?
Yeah, call it a night. Call it a
Okay.
night.
Thank you, guys, and see you soon.
See you guys.
Ready to begin. Let the wonder take hold. Feel it draw you in. Watch the moment unfold. Spark a dream. story.